Hello and welcome to the study points. As we are dealing with Indian literature, so in this fresh video we are going to talk about Bhavani Bhattacharya. We have covered almost 4 or 5 writers in our previous video. If you haven't seen those videos, I am requesting you to watch those videos and then come to this video. Bhavani Bhattacharya is one of the renowned figure in Indian literature. He was born in 906 and died in 1988. He was born in Bhagalpur, the part of West Bengal Presidency during British era, and completed his degree from Patna University and PhD from University of London. These are the facts. He completed his PhD from London, and while he was in London, he came into contact of a philosopher and author Harold Lasky, who did along the Tagore and Gandhi lasting influence on his writing. In London, Bhattacharya became closely associated with Marxist groups. So you can easily imagine the influence of Marxism in his works and an active member of League Against Imperialism. He translated Tagore's The Golden Boat. Okay, and his work So Many Hungers is very important. He is well known for his work So Many Hungers. It deals with the exploitation and greed set against the background of independence. Sometimes questions are asked that which work has the background of independence. So in So Many Hungers, there are several kind of hungers. There are real hungers and there are hunger of money and hunger of body as well. There are several kind of hungers in this work shown in this work. So I will recommend you to read summary of this work at least twice. There are several other works which are important, but So Many hungers and He Who Rides a Tiger are very important. And this work, So Many Hungers, also deals with the Bengal famine of early 1940s. His work, He Who Rides a Tiger, the title of this work is again very important, He Who Rides a Tiger, because it is based on an Indian ancient saying that there is a saying that who rides a tiger cannot dismount. But Bhattacharya, through the character of Kalo, makes it possible to dismount the tiger if the necessity arises. That is very important fact here. That Indian saying, there is an Indian saying that who rides a tiger cannot dismount. But Bhattacharya proves that if it is possible to dismount, uh, uh, if a situation makes it possible to dismount the tiger, so he can do it. His other novel, Music for Mohani, is essentially a novel of women. So this novel is written for, especially we can say that it is a kind of feminist novel. It embodies the writer's vision of the role of a woman is likely to play in post-independence India. The plot is concerned with the development of people consciousness to absorb the real meaning of freedom from foreign rule and increase awareness of responsibilities. Okay, so these are important works, and I will say that all works of Bhavani Bhattacharya, almost 5 novels of Bhavani Bhattacharya are very important, and you should read the summary of these 5 novels. If you are preparing for NET JRF, so you can't avoid the summary of these works. Music for Mohani, He Who Rides a Tiger, or So Many Hungers, and So Many Hungers is very, very important work. And apart from these, there are few other works, we'll talk about it. His work, A Goddess Named Gold, this is again important work, A Goddess Named Gold, is rated as one of the best novels in Indian village life. It is on Indian village life. So you have to remember the theme that A Goddess Named Gold is based on Indian village life. It is one of those novels which are on Indian village life. It has a major plot and subplot, and both are complementary to each other. The main plot relates to a young girl named Meera attempts at freeing her poor villagers from an iron clutch of the village moneylender, and the subplot is related to the talisman episode. So this is a work which deals with the theme of village, and where a girl Meera try to uh, save villagers or his people from a grip of a moneylender. Gold is the central symbol in this novel. As title suggests that gold is central symbol in this novel. It symbolizes material prosperity, spiritual and material richness. Like his many other novels, the plot moves forward as a result of conflict between exploiter and exploited. And I would say that Bhavani Bhattacharya is one of the best Indian writers who dealt with Indianism, especially means he talked about the social evils, exploitation, harassment, and all other aspects of Indian life during or before independence. It remains by the classical unities of place and action in qualified sense and time during covers a few months. Okay, so when it comes to a matter of three unities, so it is almost fit in three unities. The events are arranged in a logical sequence. Novel is fine example of writer's development skill in the handling technical devices. He is described as belonging to the social realism school of Indo-Anglican literature, but Bhattacharya adopted pedagogical approach of making novels out of ideas more real through situation examples. And he also got Sahitya Academy Award in 1967 for his work Shadow from Ladakh. And Shadow from Ladakh is a different kind of work. So I will suggest you to read the summary of this work as well because if he got Sahitya Academy Award for this work, so story is again very important. And there is a story of a person who was once a driver and then did some wrong act to get money and such kind of story. So you can read the summary of this work, Shadow from Ladakh by Bhavani Bhattacharya. And there are other works, some memorable yesterday, So Many Hungers, as I told you that So Many Hungers is important. It was published in 1947. So year of publication is again important. Indian Cavalcades, He Who Rides a Tiger in 1955, Towards Universal Man 1961, Music for Moin in 1964, Shadow from Ladakh in 66, Goddess Named Gold in 67, Street Hawk and Other Stories, Gandhi the Writer, A Dream in Hawaii, Socio-Political Currents in Bengal in 19th Century Perspective. All these are just important for title point of view. You can read the title. But these works, Shadow from Ladakh, So Many Angas, Music for Mohini, and A Goddess Named Gold, are very important. So don't forget to read the summary of these works. Thank you.